Alright guys, so we're going to be talking about some juicy shit. Olympus has fallen. It is down drastically. So as we see here on their version 1 token, the highest was at 400, now it is plummeted all the way down to $160. Now, they do have a different variety of tokens that they have, so I'll get into those in a little bit. But basically, what I wanted to talk about is exactly why Olympus has gone down so much, and if I believe that it is still a viable project and will it be able to recover. So those are the type of questions I'm going to be answering here. I'm just here to give you guys information. I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell OHM, so I'm just giving you the facts, and you have to be the judge whether or not you want to hold this crypto. Basically, me personally, I'm going to be holding it, and I'll get to that throughout the video. As we see here, Olympusdao OHM on DeFi Llama, I like to check the liquidity on projects, and at the highest point, literally at the beginning of December, this was almost at $1 billion, and then it shot down drastically, and now we're sitting at 262 million for the overall token. Why exactly did this happen? Well, let's get into that. Basically, this article is stating that in 2022, it's definitely in a slump, and a lot of holders have been taking profits. So basically, on an Ethereum scan, one holder ended up swapping 822,000 tokens worth about $11 million at the time, and he made the transaction on SushiSwap on So if we could go here, look at the Ether scan, we can see that this exactly happened. $11 million ended up being swapped on the SushiSwap and transferred over to the DAI stablecoin. This caused a lot of fear and stuff like that within the protocol, and a lot of big whales have been taken out. So as normal retail investors, they will get scared and stuff like that. So once they see their investments start to go down, they'll end up selling lows to prevent that from happening, and that's pretty much what happened in this case. But I wanted to point out some of the facts that Olympus is doing to enhance their protocol a lot better, and why I still believe that this protocol is still good. So if we go over here, this one article stated today actually said that migrates a lot of their liquidity to the balance protocol following a dramatic whale dump. So let's take a look and see what the balance ecosystem is. Let's take a look right here. So the balancer protocol, basically dumped $50 million of liquidity into the protocol after a unanimous proposal. Now remember guys, is a DAO, so basically they're going to go to the holders, and the holders will decide where the project should be going. And as we can see here, scrolling down, a lot of the holders ended up approving the balance to get dumped into that liquidity pool. So it looks to me as though Olympus has been doing a strategic partnership with Balance, and they wanted to make sure to interact with the overall community before making that huge decision. Just going down a little bit further in the article, it's saying here that the Balancey liquidity protocol established by Olympus is expected to increase the network effects of while generating pool trading fees and enhancing the utility of the liquidity. So right here, this to me is a very good move that they did, because they want to enhance their protocol and make sure that the project is running smoothly and stuff like that for the users. Basically, here's a quote that Olympus had done during the announcement. So they said, "There's a growing demand for protocols to conduct their token public auctions in and to date, there has not been sufficient liquidity on Balancer protocol to facilitate this type of auction." So Olympus leadership commented this announcement. So they are wanting to revolutionize what is going on with this type of protocol and product, and I really think that that is a good move for them. And just to go a little further, this article basically kind of states the same thing, but I want to direct your guys' attention to one of the paragraphs right down here talking about the Balancer protocol's unique structure. So Balancer, their differentiating flexibility is on a full display in this collaboration. For example, Balancer's multi-token capability and variable weighing flexibility is being leveraged to solve for lowering liquidity fragmentation. On Balancer, the OEM liquidity can be aggregated with both exchange assets, ETH and DAI, which result in the potential 25% improvement in the price impact compared to the fragment liquidity across two separate pools of DAI and ETH. So they are adding a lot of good news and good potential into the game with So I believe that this is a very good partnership that Ohm has done, and they were actually very smart for doing this, in my personal opinion. So let's just take a look and see what the balancer protocol is. I'd like to see kind of where the price action is. So this was all-time high at 20, and they are fairly down, 15 bucks, down 5. That's not too terrible from year to date. And then I like to take a look at the liquidity. So basically at the start, they started at 271,000, and they have a total of 3.25 billion locked in their assets. So this is kind of where some of the big money is putting their assets in, and I believe that this is a very good sign for balance and just Ohm in general. Okay, so I wanted to point you guys to their Discord, and I saw that they had mentioned Balancer here on the right hand side, so let's go ahead and take a look at that quote right there. So they're saying right here that they are extremely proud to announce their partnership with Balancer, supported by Prime DAO and Copper, to bring liquidity management and bootstrapping to our ecosystem. Besides providing a platform for you to pool liquidity through Balancer, this will enable us to support token launch auctions that will raise an Ohm and provide initial liquidity through LBPs for projects interested in raising an Ohm, such as incubator projects. This is very good. As we could see here, that they are doing strategic partnerships with other types of entities, and they keep continuing to do so in their Discord. And they even mentioned up here that they had let the community know that they witnessed a lot of selling pressure. They say that they wanted to make a few points clear to the community. They said that the treasury is as healthy as it's ever been, and we can see the total dollar amount of the current assets within the treasury, and then the liquidity for each pairing. And they said that they are basically still on track to release many projects within the coming weeks, and that is a very good sign. Keep continuing to do partnerships and doing cross-chain and bonding and liquidity, adding a lot more enhancements to the protocol, which will make it overall. So basically, guys, I see the fundamentals of Ohm still being strong, right? I mean, these guys are the leading people for DeFi, and they're the first ones to create like this reserve currency. So they're still leading edge. A lot of different protocols are trying to basically fork off them, copy off of them, and these guys still are doing partnerships, doing very strategic partnerships, and just making the overall protocol better. So I believe, at this time, that this, for me, is a good time to buy. I'm going to be buying more Ohm and wrapping it, and just, continue off getting the sweet gains and interest by holding my coins. So, I mean, even though Ohm is down 90%, I personally am not even going to sell, because once I sell, I will lose all that money, and we'll just have to see where Ohm goes. So that's kind of like my deep dive into Ohm. I believe it's still going up, and it's still worth it. So to me, this is a great opportunity to go ahead and buy off of this big dip and just ride the wave on back up, because we're still early into a lot of these DeFi spaces, and Ohm is definitely one of the first ones to do it, and they have really strong understanding of how this works. Their team is really great. The community is great. So I foresee Ohm to have a bright future ahead of it. Now, that is all for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the content, please make sure you like and subscribe. And this channel is basically here to cover anything with finance, financial education, and crypto. I'm here to make money, and I want to share my knowledge and experience with you guys on different types of protocols and crypto assets that I see as well, to help us make money. So I want 2022 to be the year where we just kill it and crush it. So I will see y'all guys in the next video. Peace.